don't worry. I will take good care of you. You can call me Madam Nalini, the woman said, and Chanda nodded. While in the car, Chanda could not stop thinking of how much her mother had hurt her. But somehow, she was grateful for Madam Nalini. Because Chanda was deep in thought while Madam Nalini was driving, she didn't really pay attention to the road. About 15 minutes later, Madam Nalini drove into a very big mansion. For a moment, Chanda mistook the house to be a hotel because of how big and beautiful it was. It also had many rooms, and Chanda tried to count them from their windows. My dear, this is now your new home. Everything you want or ask for will be provided for you.
Thank you very much, Ma.
Now that you are here, I want you to be a very obedient girl and do everything I tell you to do. If you disobey me even once, there will be consequences.
I promise not to disobey you, Ma.
While Chanda and Madam Nalini were talking outside the house, some girls came out to welcome Chanda. Some girls were around Chanda's age and others were older than her. Also, one thing that Chanda noticed was that all the girls wore clothes that exposed their bodies, and she didn't understand why. These are your sisters. They will take you to your room and show you around, she said, and then she left. Oh, you're so young. How did you meet Madam Nalini? One of the girls asked Chanda in a concerned tone.
On the road, she saw me and came to me. I believe she told you she was bringing you to an orphanage.
Another girl said.
Yes, isn't this an orphanage?
Chanda asked in a confused tone, but none of the girls answered.
Come with us, we will show you around.
For the first few days Chanda stayed with the girls, she didn't suspect anything fishy. She had been given a new room and some clothes, and Madam Nalini checked on her every day to ensure she was comfortable. Precisely a week after Chanda moved into Madam Nalini's house, Madam Nalini called her to her office. Chanda, by 12 midnight, you and I will go somewhere together. There is something important I need to do for you.
But by 12 midnight? That's late. Can't we go there in the morning or afternoon?
What did you just say? She yelled, and sadly, Chanda repeated herself. Annoyed that Chanda had spoken back to her twice, Madam Nalini gave Chanda a dirty slap. Let this be the first and last time you ever talk back at me or question my authority. You are under my roof. If I tell you to run, you run. If I tell you to sit, you sit. Is that clear?
I'm sorry, Ma.
You had better be. Now get out of my sight, and you better be ready by 12 midnight. Surprised at how Madam Nalini had switched on her, Chanda returned to her room in tears and promised never to question her again. As she was instructed, by 12 midnight, Chanda went to meet Madam Nalini, who was waiting for her in her car, and they left the compound together. Since it was very dark, Chanda could not tell where they were going. All she knew was that the distance of their destination was almost a 30-minute drive from the mansion. Luckily, there was a full moon that night, so Chanda used the moon's bright light to look around until she realized where she was. When Chanda realized that they were in a cemetery, she began freaking out, but she couldn't say anything because she was afraid of how Madam Nalini would react. Here, remove your clothes and wear this, she said as she handed Chanda a black gown. Without asking questions, Chanda quietly removed her clothes and put on the black gown. While she was doing that, a man in a black gown came out of nowhere, carrying a small earthen pot and a bottle of dry gin.
Is she ready?
Yes, she is. We can begin.
Young girl, come and lay on this gravestone,
the man said, pointing to a gravestone. Immediately Chanda heard that. Her heart dropped into her stomach and she began shaking.
Did you not hear him?
Slowly, Chanda walked to the gravestone and she